Imagine waking up one day and being forced to flee your home and leave behind all of your belongings except for those that you could carry in your own arms. Imagine having to leave behind all of your friends and live with the fear that they may have been killed because they decided to stay home instead of flee from the incoming danger. This is the life of a refugee. Dina Nayeri, an Iranian-American novelist, said, "It is the obligation of every person born in a safer room to open the door when someone in danger knocks." I was first introduced to the refugee program when I was 14 years old. As part of my Eagle project, I decided that I wanted to collect donations and set up an apartment for a refugee family. In doing this, and throughout researching more about refugees the past few weeks, I have been able to learn more about the needs of refugees and the roles that each of us can play in helping them. Refugees are normal people, just like you and me. The only difference is that right now, as I'm giving this speech, they're searching for safety and refuge without a home. Today, I am going to persuade you to donate to the refugee cause. First, I will talk about the background information on refugees and some of the stories of refugees in the world today. Second, I will address why you should donate. And third, I will explain where, how, and what to donate. I will first start off by sharing some background information on refugees. As defined in Merriam-Webster Dictionary, a refugee is a person who flees to a foreign country or power to escape danger or persecution. According to the UN Refugee Agency, at the end of 2019, there were 26 million refugees. Now, onto some stories about refugees. This little girl is named Aliyah. She is 7 years old and was forced to flee her hometown of Aleppo, Syria, and flee to Lebanon in pursuit of safety. Aliyah was forced to leave behind her friends, her pets, and many of her belongings. As this young girl fled her village, she saw corpses laid out across the street, many of which were decapitated or missing hands or legs. In an attempt to comfort her, Aliyah's father told her that these were bad men, but she continued to cry and prayed for each of them. No one should ever have to witness this sight, especially not a 7-year-old child. This is Achan. Achan is a 75-year-old widow from South Sudan. Achan now lives in a refugee camp in Uganda. Achan experienced greater loss than many can imagine. She was forced to flee her home as a result of the ongoing South Sudan war, the same war that killed 7 of her 8 children. As she fled her home, she left behind all of her belongings and the house that she had lived in for almost all of her life, which she now believes has been destroyed by rebels. Now that we have a better understanding of the things that refugees are going through, I'd like to move on to discussing why you should donate. The U.S. is the #1 resettlement program in the world for refugees. In 2019, 31,250 refugees were able to resettle in the U.S. This is just a small portion of the 26 million current refugees there are in the world. Many refugees were once doctors, accountants, and business owners, but lost everything when they were forced to flee their home. These people are all capable of enriching our societies and our communities. All they need is a little help getting started. Through donating towards relief efforts for these refugees, we give them a shot at a better life. We have the ability to give them the second chance that they so desperately need. I will now discuss how and what to donate. Many refugee relief programs will accept furniture and clothing as material donations to help set up apartments and homes for these families. But monetary donations are the easiest and can be used to help rent an apartment or buy necessities the refugees are in need of. It is easy to donate and can be done from the comfort of your own home. Many programs have websites where it is easy to just get on and donate. The International Rescue Committee, or the IRC, commits on their website that 87 cents of every dollar they spend worldwide goes directly to helping refugees and others in desperate need. The IRC and the UN Refugee Agency's websites make it possible to set up annual donations and see the impact that your money can have on these refugees. Now, to wrap things up, today we talked about the background information on the refugees and some of the stories of people who have suffered hard times. We've also discussed reasons why we should donate, and lastly, what, where, and how to donate. I invite each of you to become more involved and spread awareness to those around you about refugee awareness. And I also encourage each of you to find new ways to donate to these suffering people. Nadia Hashimi said, "Refugees didn't just escape a place. They had to escape 1,000 memories until they'd put enough time and distance between them and their misery to wake to a better day." It is our ability and also our duty to help create a better day for refugees throughout the world. Thank you.